Alright guys, we're back here for the thrilling conclusion of the Burning Abyss series. Let's see what happens. Last game was really tight, but we did have a lot of draws that could have got us there, which they did, thankfully. Hopefully we draw a bit better than before. Stormforth is solid. Tour Guide plus MST, I mean, that's a nice game there. We're not going to lose that to emptiness or anything like that, thankfully. Hopefully my opponent just doesn't have much. Seer's decent. But yeah, we're just gonna summon the tour guide. We could Typhoon it now. Or we can Typhoon after and kill something. Yeah, we can do it after, actually. And then just special this. Now, Spear's gonna die, though. So, yeah, we'll just do it now. Yeah, we'll resolve our effects. And I'm gonna grab Graph. I would normally grab Seer, but there's obviously nothing in the graveyard. I wonder what his face down could be. I could just Dante for Scarm and special the Seer, and then have double Dante. But, I mean, not too thrilled with making Shadow Fusion live. Maybe just attack. Yeah, I kind of like just attacking. I mean, he clearly doesn't have very many monsters for him to be using, so. And worst case, if we have to use the Wing Blast and we don't want to use the Seer, then we could just discard the Stormforth. But I like not playing into Shadow Fusion here. I think before when we had like double Wing Blast, it was a bit more doable. Some Squamata for a dragon. Okay, probably might have it anyways. He's gonna hit our Deep Prison. Okay, Deep Prison is the least versatile version, or least versatile of our traps. So don't mind Deep Prison going away. That's fine. Can't do anything to that. One more dragon. I'm not too thrilled about spinning it. Yeah, I'm not going to get any value out of the Seer anyways, so I'm not even going to chain it. And yeah, he's going to kill the tour guide, which is fine. Do not care. And we'll see what we draw. Foolish. So we can Foolish for Scarm, get a tour guide, and then summon Seer and just attack over everything. Yeah, we can Foolish for Scarm, get tour guide, and then just leave Seer and Graph on the field. Seems good. Well, we'll continue the beats. Well, we could save the Foolish, I guess. No, but I want to get a guy in the graveyard for Seer in case Seer dies. So yeah, we'll dump off Scarm, and then we'll get Tour Guide. So yeah, this way, even if he kills either one, then we're going to be able to get a trigger. No back rows once again, but we do shave off a lot of the back rows for post-sighting. Which I think is reasonable. Back rows, I mean, I think Shadow is actually pretty resilient to back rows. I mean, Shadow Dragon was just like, it's a house against back rows, obviously. And it's pretty easy for them to dump off, as evidenced by this game. How did the Squamata get removed? Oh, he lured it. Okay. So the difference between this game and the other game where we were kind of forced to make Dante and stuff was the idea that, well, we have a lot more protection versus Shadow Fusion. Like, I think it's probably worth playing to your deck strengths, which is, for this deck in particular, is making Dante, if you have some sort of insurance against Shadow Fusion. Obviously, Shadow Fusion is still very good there, and we probably... that game was so tight, I mean, we came down to one draw step, and we needed to draw Caius. But I mean, if we had drawn that, you know, the previous turn, for example, we would have won on the spot again. So, I mean, we had a lot of different draw steps to draw the Caius. And we went through a lot of our deck, you know, milling so many cards with Dante. Wait, my mother. Okay. I suppose there's something wrong with his mom. So, we'll take a little bit of a break here. Okay, we're back. And he has Soul Charge this time. I'm not sure what took him so long to think about this play. I mean, this seems like a pretty good spot. Keeping himself out of Caius range. Bit smarter this time. Jeez, but I would kill to have a Nightmare Shark in my extra deck. Thankfully, Shadows aren't as good as Burning Abyss in the sense that if they get detached from materials and they don't trigger, that's good. Castell's good against us too, though. And let's see whichever one he's gonna... He should bounce the Graph because this effect's negated by Tour Guide. Hopefully he doesn't remember that. Yep, okay, he doesn't remember. Good for you. And yeah, if we just draw Caius or Ryza, then we just win on the spot. Oh no. Discarding. Okay, there you go. He's gonna get a Winda. We'll be able to trigger Seer. Caius one more time, or Ryza. I mean, they're both good. They both like win the game on the spot. Astral Force. What does that do? Not much. Basically nothing. More or less nothing. Window's pretty good here. Really just would like to draw my side deck cards besides the Stormforth, man. It'd be nice to have more Monarch Slings to spot. But... Maybe I can just summon the Tour Guide. No, that's not going to work. Because the Scarm's just going to kill itself. Super Poly is sped 4. I don't know what that means. Set will be better. I don't know what that means, but okay. Make a tour guide for Seer. No, not Seer. Tour guide for Graph. And then just let my Scarm die. And then just have that. They're both gonna die. Gives me another turn to draw something good. And I'll still have a tour guide for the following turn. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. So yeah, this is gonna die. And then we'll get Graph with this. Yeah, and I don't think there's really any reason to set anything. So we'll just go straight to end phase and use Scarm. And we're gonna get a Burning Abyss guy as opposed to Tour Guide, so that when he kills Graph, we'll be able to get a Burning Abyss guy. Actually, if he's gonna kill... Yeah. This is... well... I think it's, no matter what, it's gonna be better than Tour Guide. Yeah, I think no matter what, a level 3 is gonna be better than Tour Guide, depending on how he plays his turn out. I think this gives us the best shot at winning for the time being. He's basically done like doing unfair things right now, so I presume he's probably just gonna attack both. There you go. And yeah, yeah, we'll trigger it. Graph. We'll trigger the Graph so we can still thin our deck out. We still have, between 2 Rises and 2 Kaias, BLS and stuff. I mean, we want to thin our deck out as much as possible, I think. So I'm gonna Graph for Seer, and then Seer for Scarm. And then Scarm end phase. That thins our deck out the most. Oh, actually, ooh, that could be bad. Is this during each of their own turns? Okay. Well, no, actually, that was only still one special summon, right? I think. Yeah. And we will grab Seer. Okay. Okay. Well, what we can do is summon 2 Burning Abyss guys. Well, yeah, so I normal summon like Seer, for example, special summon Scarm in defense, and then, no, Graph in defense, end my turn. He kills both, forces me to leave me with one level 3 on the field. And then I can hopefully do something with that level 3 by normal summoning the Scarm, and then making like, something good. But I think that's probably the best line. It's also the line that gives us the most chance of drawing Kaya stall. Alright, well, we'll just keep on going. And we just won't, if he kills like one before the other, then we just won't trigger either one, so that we can still have one on the field past a window. I'm not sure how much relevance that has. I mean, if he has like a BLS in his hand, then it's obviously we actually probably lose, I think. I think we lose if he has BLS. I guess his last card. We get, yeah, 14, kills that. Then if 36, 56. Actually, I guess we'll be at 800. Yeah, like no matter what we'll survive actually a BLS hit, in which case we have one more turn. But I think this is the best line that we have to sort of, deal with all this stuff. I guess he's reading that. Okay. Okay. Do I just not trigger the graph? Yeah, I'm just not gonna trigger it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm not gonna trigger the graph. Actually, yeah, graph. I will trigger the graph so I can thin my deck out some more. That seems actually better. Maybe not actually, because I'm gonna have to get Scarm, but that's actually not the worst. So hopefully he kills the Scarm. I doubt that. Okay. We'll take 600. And then hopefully next turn will be unlocked from whatever's happening. Draw. Karma Cut's pretty decent. I mean, it's an out to Winda, which is obviously great. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my only cards left in there are 1 Scarm and 1 Graph. Alright, yep. Seems like the line. And I think I'm going to, because I drew the Karma Cut, I'm going to just kill the Castell. I don't want him to get him a Shadow Fusion. He could already have one in his hand, but we can't do anything about that. Of course, we mill 2 Monarchs and BLS. Hooray. Yeah, I'm just going to search for Graph at the end of the turn. Thinking, huh. Maybe a Super Poly? To kill his own window and give me Dante? Yep, that seems like what he's doing. Okay. Gets a construct out of this, which isn't the best. So with Dante, we're going to get back a Seer. This also unlocks Tour Guide for my Scarm search, which is good. Using a Falco. Looks like he missed a Shadow Fusion trigger, which is nice as well. Okay. So let's see. What's maybe the best way to respond to Falco? Falco is going to get Squamata or Dragon. Probably Dragon, I would guess. Well, if we get to next turn without dying, which I think is pretty likely, then I think we're just going to be able to win. We're just going to be able to tour guide for Grapher Scarm, and then make Granosaurus, and then make Volcasaurus and just kill something. So I think we should be in decent shape. Okay, yeah, that seems pretty good. So we'll go ahead and phase Scarm. Yeah. It seems like the line. Looks like we only have one graph in our deck. Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Because we just get the last Scarm. Okay, so we have one tour guide target left in our deck, but we obviously have one in hand as well. Yep, go ahead. Do your worst. As of right now, on board, he has 54, which is not enough. And yeah, that is fine. He's going to summon something in face down defense, but that's not going to be relevant to what we're going to be trying to do. Of course, if he also has emptiness, then we actually just lose on the spot. Well, yeah, we lose. It's been a tight game, man. Tight game. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But we have the tools to win right now. Now, if he just attacks with everything, I don't know if I'm going to use the Karma Cut. Oh, okay, well that's lethal. So I'm gonna have to Karma Cut something. Depends, just do I want to Curry Bandit or hit the Curry Bandit? I think because Soul Charge is actually a live out, I think I'm pretty incentivized to save some of my life points. Take 3,036, put me at 22. Yeah, okay, sure. So yeah, we'll take the 1,000. We'll take the first 3 hits basically. We'll take the 1,000. We'll take the 2,000. We'll take the 600. Yeah, actually versus that, I think I'm gonna Karma Cut the Construct now and then Special off Seer, so he doesn't get a free 600. At least I'm gonna try to. No, don't disconnect me, please. Not right now. I'm going to win. No way. No way. That was... Oh my god. I'm fairly certain we were going to win that game. Oh, that's so lame. Oh well. At least you guys got the full match, basically. I think that the game was going to end on that turn. Basically, here's the two outcomes that were going to happen. A, that happens. Karma Cut his Construct. Special, whatever. I'll just special the special Scarm off of Graph. And then, if he has a face down, it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna have to play through it because I'm just gonna lose no matter what. So, if he has back rows and they're live, then I'm probably gonna lose the game, unless I draw like MST or something. And if he doesn't have back rows, then next turn I'm just gonna be able to tour guide, make Granosaurus, then Astroforce the Granosaurus for Volcasaurus. If he has back rows that are live, and if he obviously has back rows that aren't live, but he sets them anyways, then I don't think we can play around anything as it is. So, yeah, obviously the game could have went either way based on what was in his hand, but I think it was a pretty tight match, honestly, pretty tight. I think I had a pretty good shot at winning though. I think it was a higher probability that he had no back rows, given the way that the deck that was playing, It seems like a deck that just doesn't have very many back rows. Of course, emptiness gets us if he has emptiness. But yeah, so there's the Burning Abyss matchup. I'm sorry I had to end like this on such a cliffhanger. But you know, this has been the story of my life for the past week or so. But I enjoyed playing a lot of these matches. I think the last one definitely could have gone either way, but I think it was probably like a 65% chance I was gonna win that match because of the way his deck plays, or the way his deck's content is made up of, and yeah. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the deck. It was pretty dominant performance, I think. The first 3 matches were 2-0 against all meta decks, and this one probably was going to be a 2-1, although it was definitely like a likely chance that it was not as well. Especially because like he can definitely have like a decent amount of live outs. I mean, Super Poly was like a live out against that draw, because whatever I target, he's just going to be able to Super Poly it, and then yeah, just do anything to that. Um, Actually, no, that's actually not even true, because I can then make Gaia and Gaia run into the Shadow Dragon that he had face down, and then do the 26 that way. So Super Poly actually doesn't do it, unless Volcasaurus is like a light or something. No, it's a fire. Yeah, so Super Poly actually doesn't do it. So he has to have basically emptiness, or like, I mean, like a real trap. I mean, I don't know what real traps. I didn't see any real traps in his deck aside from emptiness. So, and emptiness is the one that gets us. But yeah, regardless, I think the deck played really well, honestly. I mean, I thought the Chaos Sorcerers and the Thunder Dragons were fine. They were okay. Thunder Dragon actually liked a bit more than Chaos Sorcerer. But Chaos Sorcerer doesn't seem bad at all. I mean, Inherent Ceremons I think are at a premium right now, given how popular Emptiness is. If I was going to play a deck for Toronto this weekend, I think this is a pretty strong candidate, this versus Teller Knights. I think both of those decks are just totally great. I've liked this deck a bit more. This deck has seemed like a bit more dominant to me when I was playing and when it was working, but it's also not nearly as it's not as like a fine-tuned machine as the Teller Knights. But I think both are great, and I think if you know how to play this deck really well, then I think it could be better than Stellar Knights. But I would not blame anyone for defaulting to Stellar Knights. It's a great deck. But yeah. So yeah, there's my take on Burning Abyss, and my thought process on a lot of the plays and a lot of what's going on. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. For my next series, I was gonna do Shadows. I was thinking about doing Shadows, but I'm not like too thrilled with playing Shadows. Maybe Battery Man. We'll see. So yeah, the record for this one was, we'll say 3.5, because I think even if you said it was 50-50 that match, because it definitely could have been 50-50, and I'm just exaggerating it based on my obviously, well, not exaggerating it. I mean, I think I have sound reasoning as to why I thought I was going to win that game. But yeah, there you guys go. I'll see you guys probably not next week, but probably the week after, because I have a lot of work next week. So, yep. Have a good one.